and welcome back to my YouTube channel. Thank you for joining me for another one of my videos. So today I wanted to do a video which is very often requested, which is 5 reasons why the law of attraction is not working for you currently. So I just wanted to make this quick, short, snap video with 5 good points about what you can kind of check in with yourself and kind of see maybe these are affecting you, or maybe you can relate to these points to help you remove these blocks, to help your abundance, your manifestations and cool shit flow to you. So number 1 is consistency. Now this is my absolute number 1 top tip with the law of attraction, and something I've been talking about with clients and on my Instagram greatly over the last few weeks. And it's all about consistency. You know, I speak to a lot of people and they say, I did the law of attraction, like all this amazing stuff happened and then nothing's happened for ages. And I'm like, okay, when was the last time you manifested something? And it could be 6 months, it could be a year, it could be a couple of months, a week or something. And I say, right, but did you stick to your practices? Did you stick to everything you did in the first place? And they're like, well, no. And I'm like, well, there we go. Like, if you want the universe to be consistent with you, you've got to be consistent with yourself. Like, remember, the inner reflects the outer. So doing your spiritual practices every single day is super, super important. And that is absolutely gratitude. Like, gratitude you should absolutely be doing every day, and is my number 1 top tip of what makes the law of attraction, you know, work. And, you know, you should be grateful for loads of things every single day. So having a solid gratitude practice is absolutely vital in the law of attraction to show the universe, and for you to know as well how blessed and grateful you really are. Because if we're not grateful for what we currently have, the universe is not going to bring us anything else. So really get accepting of the situation, you know, even if it's not where you want to be, accept the situation for what it is and get grateful for where you are right now. And make sure you're doing that and any kind of other spiritual practices like meditation, EFT, any sort of thing. Make sure you're doing it every single day, because that consistency is what is going to create the consistency the universe has with you and bringing regular manifestations and little surprises and abundance to you. Number 2 is getting clear. So again, another thing I so commonly see with people who have problems manifesting their desires and then come to me and say, oh my God, it's not working, is they are not clear enough on their vision. They have an intention, but they don't know what that intention looks like. And I'm like, so have you written a detailed list? Have you got clear in your mind what that manifestation looks like, what that dream career looks like, what that dream house looks like, what the dream man's like? Do you know what I mean? Like, whatever it is, have you got clear and concise on what the qualities are, you know, the details, the specifics? Now, obviously, as I always say, it's good to have clarity. It's good to have a clear vision and goal and idea of what you'd like to achieve. So for instance, with your dream job, you know, how much do you want to get paid? How many hours do you want to work a week? The location, what type of people do you want to work with? What type of clothes do you want to wear to the job? You know, really specific stuff like that. Although it's great to be really clear, it's also about surrendering that up as well and being okay if, you know, the universe has a better idea of how to bring said thing to you, or a better idea of the location, price, etc. So it's all about getting clear, but also not holding our lives to that, like not holding the universe ransom to it for it to appear like that, essentially. So, but getting clear is so important, you know, especially with money as well. Get clear on your current financial status, get clear on your situation right now, and get clear on where you want to go. Because when you are clear and you have a direction and you know in yourself what you want and where you're going, the universe can match that. Like, although the universe is always working and it's always around us, the universe is sometimes not a mind reader, and sometimes we don't know in ourselves exactly what things look like or exactly how we'd like things to happen, or the details and specifics. So this is why the universe challenges us to really dig deeper, to really go within and work out what we want. Oh, and the only way you can do that is finding out from what you definitely don't want. So definitely get clear on that. So be consistent. Actually ask as well, regularly manifest. Absolutely, that's another top tip for consistency. I forgot to add that in. Regularly manifest. Each month, set a list of personal goals, work goals, and money goals, because it's great to have vision boards. It's great to have ideas and visions for the grand scheme of things, for what we'd kind of like our dream life to look like. But taking inspired action means breaking those things down into monthly goals or just regularly manifesting, because the more you can regularly manifest, you're regularly putting yourself in the vortex. You're regularly putting yourself in line for abundance, essentially. So write your monthly goals list. Absolutely, you can do that on a new moon. You can do it at the beginning of the month, whatever feels good for you, and stick to it. Be consistent. So each month, set goals and manifestations, and they will happen. Like, again, you can't expect the universe to continuously bring you stuff if you're not putting intentions out there, you're not being consistent, and you're not being clear as well. So those kind of tips are all into one, but essentially get clear, get concise, and be consistent. Number 3 is holding on too tightly / letting go. So again, another reason why our manifestations get blocked or they don't come as quickly as we'd hoped is because we're holding on too tightly. Now, Gabrielle Bernstein is the queen of letting go, and you know, her book The Universe Has Your Back really helped me to like loosen my grip, take my hands off the steering wheel of life, and really, you know, just accept the situations for how they were and become okay with both outcomes. Now, this is the key to letting go. This is the key to becoming okay with both situations, is to acknowledge both outcomes and be okay. Be okay if your manifestation does happen, or be okay if it doesn't and something better is planned. And that is how you release, that's how you flow, that's how you let go, and that is how you can bring your manifestation so much quicker to you. And this has been proven to myself so many freaking times. As soon as I give up, as soon as I let go, as soon as I become okay with it not happening, bloody goes and happens, doesn't it? So that for me as an ex-control freak of my manifestations was so clear to me that that's what is important. You know, if it's not happening, it's because you're holding on too tightly, you're obsessing. So, you know, put the affirmations down, put the vision boards away. You know, if you've tried it all and it's not working because you're controlling it, let it go. Like, you know, you don't have to bin off that stuff, but just put it in a safe space where you don't have to constantly look at it. And you're not going to be constantly thinking about it, because think of all the like mixed vibrations you're putting out there. Like, one time you look at it and you're like, yay, great, I'm so excited for this, thank you universe. And then the next day you're like, why has this not happened? Like, you're putting so many mixed vibrations out there. The universe is like, which one is it, bitch? Are you desperate? Are you happy? Like, which one is it? So releasing it and letting it go will help you so freaking much. Like, I swear by this method. So always having a plan B, making a plan B is, again, not thinking worst case scenario. It's not thinking negative thoughts. It's getting real and saying, okay, universe, I would love this. This is great. Thank you. But if this is not meant for me and something's better, then I have a plan B and I'm okay with that. Like, everything is working for my highest good. Number 4 is not being present enough. Now, again, this is something I've even had to remind myself of, even this week. So this was a great time for this to come up, to remind myself that sometimes blocks come from not being present enough. Now, because I do so much in my work, I'm constantly busy, constantly, my mind's everywhere trying to freaking get everything done. And I set money manifestations each month of what I would like to earn within my business, and the last few weeks on my shop and my website, the shop section was really quiet, and I was like, whoa, like what's happened? Like, oh my god, where's this money gonna come from? And even then I'd had orders before I'd even posted the post. So, you know, you can see by just putting that intention and putting that focus back on, and like, you know, regularly looking at each area of your life and putting that positive intention on there, you are going to manifest. But you've got to be consistent. You've got to, like, you know, regularly. And that was a good kick up the bum for me to be like, look, if you want sales, you've got to like put some energy into it. You've got to like actually think about it for once in your life instead of distracting yourself with everything else. And number 5 is your vibes and alignment. So we all know vibes, your vibes attract your tribe, your vibes attract everything, your inner reflects the outer. But sometimes our vibes can get knocked very subtly sometimes, and sometimes we just feel knocked out of alignment as well. So this could be sometimes why your manifestations don't show up, is because you've just been knocked off. Maybe it's gradually, maybe it's like very obviously, maybe something, you know, obvious has happened where you're like, oh, now I feel not great. But again, like being consistent with your spiritual practices will really help your comeback rate and really help you to, you know, get back on track and feel in alignment quicker. Like your comeback rate will be quicker as such. So that's why consistency is so key with this, because your vibes will be consistent also. So your consistency reflects everything: your relationship with the universe, the relationship with yourself, and your vibes you're putting out there. And also, are you in alignment with your manifestation? So whether it's the dream guy, the dream house, the dream career, money, whatever it may be, your manifestation, are you in alignment with the person who has that essentially? So, you know, my top tip for when I manifested my dream man was to become my list. So if you've got a list of the dream career, the dream man, whatever it may be, like, have you become that list? Are you that person? If you're trying to manifest friendships, are you the friend that you want to attract, sort of thing? So are you in alignment? Are you the person who has this thing, who is going to have this thing? Because if not, then check out your alignment, check in with yourself and get to that place. Like, think about how that person would feel. Think about how you would be, think, speak, act, do if you had your manifestation now, and become that person, because that person is all about the vibes. And, you know, quantum leaping, whatever you want to call it, when you vibe with the alignment of the person who has your manifestation, you bring it straight into your reality here and now. So check in with yourself, your vibes, your alignment, and see whether you could also really think about today about, you know, becoming the person who has that manifestation as well. Are you actively doing that? Do you feel you are that person? So thank you so much, guys, for watching this video. I hope my 5 top tips have really helped and served you today and given you some inspiration of how you can, you know, do these little things to work on yourself and unblock yourself and get your manifestations, because that's what we want at the end of the day. So thank you so much, guys, for watching. I appreciate all your views and likes. Don't forget to subscribe if you're new here, because I would love to see you again soon. Don't forget to leave me a comment in the comments box down below, because I replied to them all. And you can also join my free Law of Attraction support group over on Facebook, where you can join myself and other like-minded souls, where we talk all things Law of Attraction and spirituality. So I hope you have a great week, whatever you're up to, and I'll see you in my next video, which will be next week. Lots of love, guys.